Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It's very dreary and rainy here today. It's been raining all day,
Yeah.
so it's been like very sleepy weather.
Yep. Very good to catch up on rest.
Yeah, and watch some movies and things like that. So we're actually gonna be talking about a movie, and then we're gonna tie it in with some other things. But yeah, and I hope that you guys are doing good and staying safe and all that. And if you hear any noise in the background, that's little Gizmo. But yeah, hello, hello,
Hi, everybody.
hi. So we're just gonna wait a little bit, then we'll get into it. We won't drag this live out. Hello, hi,
Hi.
protected, protected. Yeah,
Hello.
we're not gonna drag it out. And can you guys hear us? Yeah, because we don't like dragging out lives. And
Yeah,
we
I hate that.
appreciate. So you still go to conventions? Yeah, we still go to conventions when we're able to, because y'all know conventions are expensive.
And with the cost of living and everything going up, unfortunately, we've had to sit out on a lot of them.
That's adulting for you.
It is what it is, y'all.
What's our Instagram page name? Well, we're not on IG anymore, but I don't know if you remember us. I don't know who this is, but we go by Divas on a Dime on Instagram, but the page is still up there, but we haven't been on there since 2022.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We broke up with IG.
yeah. So yeah, but yeah, conventions we go to them when we're able to and can afford them. Usually, we're lucky to go to one, and we're extremely lucky if we're able to go to two.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, you're a new subscriber. Well, thank you, thank you for
Hello.
subscribing. But
Appreciate that.
yeah, we appreciate it, and we appreciate everyone that comes into the live and coming into this live this
Yeah.
evening. We appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody that supports. We appreciate you.
Yep. All right, so we'll get started now and talk a little louder, Christy.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys seen the movie The Substance. Um but it came out in 2024
Mm-hmm.
and it has Demi Moore playing in it, and if you want to see it, it's available on HBO Max for free to stream,
Mm-hmm.
which HBO Max you got to pay for. But it's on HBO Max. You probably can get it on Prime, but you have to pay for it. But pretty much the movie is about aging, and we just want to talk. It's really it's kind of this is kind of, I guess, I mean, it could be towards men too, but it's really more geared towards women, you would say. This
Yeah.
Yeah. That is okay to age, and aging is natural. It's nothing to be ashamed about.
And it's a privilege.
Yes, aging is a privilege. Did you want to add to kind of just give a summary of the movie?
Yeah, so ironically enough, again, like Kendra said, it stars Demi Moore. Um and it's about basically about the life, and it's a fictional actress
Right.
in the movie, but about an actress who's aging in the entertainment industry and how she was treated when she was younger, and then as opposed to her, aging in the industry of entertainment, currently as an older woman and things like that. And so, of course, I mean, unfortunately, with her aging and things, the industry is not as supportive
Mm-hmm.
of her career. And so she's kind of slowly, um, like about, I guess, to retire because she kind of does like a fitness show or something.
Yeah.
And so she does a fitness show, and it's like kind of like done like in the style of like the '80s, the way it's shown with the leotards and the cardio and all that stuff. Um, but she basically does retire from that. And I mean, the thing of it, the retirement that they did for her was pretty crappy. They just had her box of belongings, gave her a French cooking book and all this other stuff, and was like, "Congratulations, goodbye."
And they pretty
And
much forced her to retire.
yeah,
That's the yeah.
yeah, and that's the other thing too. And and it's unfortunate that there was so much emphasis put on her appearance, but it's like all of the men who are pretty much like the gatekeepers in the entertainment industry, they, I'm like, okay, uphold the standards to yourself. Like some of them, I was just like, oh my gosh, it's just terrible. Like it's so funny. It's like I think it's like done on purpose. Like they exaggerate a lot
Yeah.
of the things of what's going on with their appearance, but they're so harshly judging the women.
Yes.
Um, but it was a very, very good. But so she, you know, she kind of thinks to herself, and she comes in contact somehow with this advertisement about a product called the Substance, and basically it offers her a chance of like the Fountain of Youth, where she could, you know, and this is kind of like spoilers. So if you have not seen the
Yeah.
movie, or you may plan on seeing it, maybe not watch this all in total. Maybe come back to this afterwards and put your input in the comments. But long story short, she goes and produce or purchases the substance, and it's a lot of crazy things that happen once she starts taking it. And unfortunately, it's just like kind of like a demand of it's really never enough, really, to be honest.
Right.
Once she goes and takes the substance, and she's youthful, she's attractive, she's vibrant, and so now she's getting all of these working gigs in Hollywood again, once again. But at the same time, it's like it'll never be enough. And I think it's kind of like a really like a I don't know the way word to say it, but it's kind of like I guess like a way also just to show as far as like even like in real life the
Right.
kinds of things and the extremes that people will go to obtain and to maintain beauty.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, like just like the Hollywood stars, of course they get plastic surgery, they have the income to do that.
Right.
But even like regular people doing it, and then at the end of the day they've had all these procedures done, and they're still not happy.
Right. And that's now like kind of tying in to now, like in the world now,
Mm-hmm.
um like Christy was saying, like some people, get like when you look at like TikTok videos and stuff, it'd be like women that and some and the thing that's crazy, these women are like in their 20s and stuff,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, I got Botox and all this other stuff done to my face." And they show a before and after, and it's like you looked way better before, and you like, no offense, but the after you look like 10 years older.
Mm-hmm.
But the procedure that you got supposedly was supposed to keep you looking youthful.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you're in your 20s. So why are you even getting this
Yeah.
procedure?
Yeah.
So that's what was like is insane. It's just like here, like, everything is so focused on looks and things like that. And it's like they kind of want to like shame you for age, especially towards women. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
aging is normal. Everyone ages.
And things are not going to look and be the same from when
Right.
you were in your 20s and 30s
Right.
as opposed to you being in your 40s and onward.
Right.
You know, I mean, and there's some things that naturally that we can do to kind of slow down that process
Right.
and to make us, healthier and things. But at the end of the day, like um, time, time is going to win out.
Yeah.
And I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's definitely a privilege and to be grateful for each day that we have. And just
Right.
even, like now for anybody, don't get so caught up on the fact of, maybe you're not where you want to be, like in this moment in time,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because, each day is precious. Each day of life that God gives you is precious,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately, especially like with like like anxiety or depression, it's like anxiety is like looking ahead at things that you haven't even experienced yet, the
Right.
whole what ifs and things like that. And you just have to take a deep breath and just focus on what's going on in the present,
Right.
you know and with like depression, it's looking backwards at
Mm-hmm.
the past, and maybe mistakes that you might have made and things like that. I mean, we're human, you know, and go to God about those kinds of things. Repent, um, and just try your best and ask Him to help you too, as far as looking forward. Paul talks about that, looking forward to what's going on right now and working towards like um like eternity.
Mhm.
And also too, just looking to help other people out. And when you do help other people, it makes you feel better, and you don't get so focused on maybe what's going on in your life that you might not be too happy with.
And honestly, I think that keeps you looking youthful anyways, because you
Yeah,
stressing and worrying about stuff. That's
that you
what
can't
age
control.
you.
Yeah.
And just like the stuff that you see, like with social media, the magazines, videos and stuff, that stuff ain't real. Like they'll show you celebrities, oh, they're this age, and you're like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. But then they'll have like an actual picture, like a unretouched picture, and you can, actually see their true age showing, which is no diss to them.
Right.
But it's just like, again, like a lot of stuff is like heavily retouched and filtered. So it's like you shouldn't compare yourself to that. This stuff is not real.
It's an illusion.
Yep.
And real talk, a lot of those people are not even happy. They're
No.
not happy either.
No.
So don't ever be envious of, it looks like that they have everything and, they have money, they have fame. Those people are not happy either.
No.
And I mean, and sad to say, not all, but, especially like those ones that are like looked at and just like, like forever famous, like they all, unfortunately, a lot of them died tragically,
Mm-hmm.
you know, taking substances and things like that, and unalive themselves,
Yep.
all kinds of things that are very sad, very traumatic. It is not to make light of what happened to them or to make fun of them, but I'm just making a point that don't envy or look at other people and want what they have because you don't know what it's costing.
Right.
So
And kind of like back to that movie too, like Demi Moore's character, like once she got a hold of substance and like Chris was saying she was youthful and things like that, she got all these gigs, people saw her as attractive, but that she still wasn't happy afterwards. It never was enough.
hmm
So yeah. And it's just like an addiction with that plastic surgery.
yeah,
People just want more and more.
yeah, because once you once you've done one procedure, you're gonna have to go back because with depending on the type, because you have to do touch ups, and of course you'll find something else that you're not happy with and you'll fix that.
Right.
And it's like in the midst of you so called fixing all these different things, now there's a distorted you have a distorted view of yourself.
Yeah.
And like I think you call it body dysmorphia.
But yeah.
So it's like no matter what you do, there's always going to be something wrong, and you keep looking in the mirror, and there'll be something else that you need to fix.
Yeah, and like I said, when you see the before, it's like there was nothing wrong with them, and it's like you were saying, like aging naturally and gracefully is the best way. I mean, it's no shade to anyone that has gotten plastic surgery or wants it. I mean, you do what you want,
Right.
but I'm for just aging naturally now, unless for me to go under a knife, if it's something like a life or a death situation, I had to.
Right.
But it's like if I don't need to do it, I'm not going to. And I just feel like my opinion, but it's like getting like all that plastic surgery, and as you age, it's to me it makes your face look older and just distorted looking versus if you was to age naturally without going under the knife. That's just me, that's my opinion.
Yeah, because and again, no disrespect, but like
Right.
some of these celebrities that have gone under the knife multiple times,
Yeah.
like especially like with the facelifts, after a while they start to look like a cat,
Yeah, because it's not natural. It's not
and
natural.
it's just like it's like wow, like okay, the first time you did it, okay, but now you're like in your 70s and 80s and you're still doing this, and it's like the skin is not like what it used to be,
Right.
so it's not as what do you call it? I guess, like malleable.
Right.
You've lost a lot of collagen and things like that, so the skin quality is a lot different.
I
That's
feel
another thing.
like that would hurt. Like just oh my
That's
goodness.
the other thing too, like
Yeah.
the recovery.
Yes.
Like, I mean, going for these surgeries that are not required, it's crazy. And then to suffer through the recovery, like especially like the ladies that get the BBLs,
Uh-huh.
like when they come out, they have to lie on their
It's
stomachs.
yeah, it's very uncomfortable. And yeah, protected. He was saying Lil Kim got all that surgery. She did, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time though, that's what I'm saying. It's people are gonna say stuff about you regardless. I thought Lil Kim was a cute girl
I think so
before
too.
all that surgery, but she had low self esteem. And she had talked about it. That's why she pretty much went under the knife to get all those procedures. She didn't feel good about herself. It's sad, and then it's like now people are
Make fun of her.
make fun of her because of that. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, at this point, people just really gotta learn to accept themselves as they are
Mm-hmm.
and really not to give a crap about what people think.
Mm-hmm. Because people are going to talk about you regardless. And
They
then,
are.
like you were telling me with Vivica Fox, people are making fun of her appearance, and I believe
Yeah.
she's 60 years old. So it's just like,
And she's gone on their knife to
yeah,
kind of, I guess, maybe quell some of those things people said about her. But it's like they're still talking.
exactly. It's because it's I don't know. We just have like this like it's just like in this world, it's like they feel like you're not allowed to age,
Yeah.
like you're shamed for aging, and it's just like that's a natural thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So yeah, I don't know if there was anything else you wanted to. Well, I could say like too, just like you said, there's things that you can do to age grace. I mean, we're all going to age, but I
Yeah.
mean, to the best to take care of yourself. Like get your vitamins in.
Especially drinking a lot of water
Yes, a lot of water, collagen, taking collagen,
and cutting back on alcohol.
cut.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying that you can't drink, but you know, don't do it like an excess
Mm-hmm.
because that will definitely wreck your body internally and it'll it'll show externally.
Yeah, smoking. What else? Just certain, like certain foods.
Staying
One.
away from like the processed stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you can't have a donut every once in a while, but
Right.
cut back on those things. And it's just really about balance and
And
yeah,
exercise.
that's you.
Gotta get that in at least 3 times a week.
And even just doing like stretching exercises
Mm-hmm.
to keep your body and your bones mobile and
Right.
moving.
Staying away from ungodly things,
And toxic people.
toxic people. That is the
Yes.
truth. Cause I'll tell you, I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube with men and women, but this topic is kind of more geared towards women. I've seen women like in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s that still do like strength training, and they look good. They put like these 20 and 30-year-old women to shame. Like
Mm-hmm.
they look amazing.
Yes.
So you can age gracefully and naturally, and they took care of themselves.
Yep.
So yeah, you can do it. And like we were saying, staying away from toxic people and all this negativity, because that definitely will age you.
Yeah, because that kind of stuff you will you internalize it and it makes you negative. You're focused on just like especially some people that focus on gossip and things
Right.
like that. That kind of stuff is toxic. And I mean, and just being real, like people that do that, if you're always gossiping about other people,
Mm-hmm.
you're miserable in your own life and you need a distraction. So that's why you're
Right.
doing it.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
get rid of whatever it is in your life that's causing you to engage in that behavior.
And yeah, and thing, laughter. Like I like a lot of comedy movies and stuff. Just laughing really helps too. Really does.
Yes. Oh, a very funny movie recommendation. Kendra and I watched it maybe like a month ago. The Roommate
Yeah, that was funny.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
That was very funny. Adam Sandler's daughter stars in it. She was very good in the movie. It was very funny.
Yeah, so laughing really does help. Um, get some fresh air. It's, but
Hmm.
yeah, take things so serious and
Yes.
stop, you know, trying to compete with other people and comparing yourself most importantly. But
Yes.
yeah, but I guess that's it. We won't drag this live any longer. So we just wanted to just, kind of touch up on that topic. So, ladies, it is okay to age. It's normal.
Yep.
Don't feel shamed for aging. And if anyone says anything, trying to shame you, tell them to go somewhere.
Tell them to kiss it,
Yeah.
because especially if you've made at any point to like your 40s and up, it's like, look, once you get to that age, you shouldn't care.
No.
You've been here, long enough, or at least at some significant time, to not really care.
And it's a privilege to age. Like you're saying, listen, I'm 36 years old. There's people that I went to school with and know that's no longer here. And like sometimes
Hmm.
I seen like on the news, like people I don't know, but like a lot of like we was talking about content creators that
Yep.
like in their early 20s, some like teenagers like
Hmm.
19, 18, but early 20s, early 30s, 40s as well that passed away. They're no longer here. So it's like, I thank God that I'm still on this earth breathing,
Yep.
because some people like today, some people didn't wake up this morning. So every day is a day of life is a gift from the Lord. Should be thanking Him,
Yeah.
for real. And if and as we age and you're healthy too, that's a gift. You're able body, your limbs, everything is working functioning, all that.
You in your right
You in
mind.
your right, yes, Christy, in your right mind. That's a gift. Thank the Lord for it. So yeah, don't feel ashamed for aging, because some people didn't make it, to the age that you are now. So that's all I gotta say about that.
But yeah, don't have anything else. But thank you everybody that has come into the live.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for anybody that watches the playback,
Yep.
and share the video, and we just pray that you have a safe holiday weekend.
Yep.
That you spend it with, family and friends, or just relax. That's cool too.
Yep. So, and the movie that we mentioned again is called The Substance. It's on HBO Max. I think you can get it on Prime. I think they
Hmm.
said Hulu as well, but you gotta pay or something for it as well through Hulu. But yeah, it's a good movie. I recommend it.
Yeah.
Yep. Um. So until next time,